schoolers, with your partner, please tell them what an ecosystem is, or what you think an ecosystem is. Okay. An ecosystem describes a particular environment and all the things that live in it and that are supported by that. So it could be like a small pond, or it could be a large desert. So size does not matter. Does anyone know what a producer or a consumer is? Anyone?
Producers make stuff.
Exactly. Okay, so a producer would be like a plant which derives its energy from photosynthesis. Okay, and I am going to give you a list of organisms, and you need to pick out which ones are the producers. So a producer is something like an example of plant that takes something from photosynthesis. So here are, you write down the one that you think is a producer. Okay, and this is a forest ecosystem. Okay, a pine tree, birds, ferns, logs, termites, earthworms, and squirrels. Would everyone like to hold up what they think who the producers were? Everyone got it right. Okay, good job. So that was a producer. And what do we think a consumer is? Then if a producer takes things from the sun, photosynthesis, what would a consumer be?
They take what producers make.
Yes. So they cannot make anything on their own. They have to eat or consume other organisms. Okay. Does anyone know the difference between a food chain and a food web? Anyone?
Food chain just goes like one thing to one thing and the web spreads.
Exactly. So a food chain is more linear. So like this, and then a food web would be like from this. Now, what do you think the arrows symbolize on this picture?
Who eats who?
Yes, so it's the exchange of energy. You'll never see the arrows pointed downwards because the energy does not flow that way. So if this is eaten by this, it goes directly to that. This, what is consumed, will never be given energy. Okay. So the main difference is how it's shaped. Now we're going to do an activity where you are going to be the animal. Okay, so everyone can come up and get an animal. Because you guys are going to have to like problem solve. Okay, so just pick an animal or whatever you want. On the back of it, here. On the back it says, if you're, is there yeah. And I'll do one too. Okay, so on the back it says you're either what you're consumed by and what you consume.
I eat you.
Okay. So now let's problem solve. Who is the first one? Who consumes nothing?
Me.
You consume nothing?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Okay, so I'm the first one. I'm the consumer because I'm a plant. Okay, so I'm first. Who eats me? Okay, so you two, let's make a line. Okay, so you guys three line up this way, and then you four can line up this way, and then line up behind whoever you eat. So if you eat one of these. muskrat. And then what way were the arrows pointing?
No, they don't know that. Listen.
Yes, okay.
I was listening to muskrat.
Okay, now, what, the frog, what do you eat? Who has the frog?
Yeah. Water snake and heron. Oh wait. Beetle and caterpillar.
Okay, so now you write who you eat. Okay, and who has a muskrat? Okay, now who do you eat?
Eat the bulrush.
Yep, so that would be me. And I'm eaten by, and the herring, who has the herring? Do you have the herring? Yes, that's the herring, sorry. Okay, now you can start one right here. Because you have a different food chain. You're part of this web, but you're different. So you can write your herring first. Yep. And then who do you? Yeah, sorry.
Okay, and then,
Fish.
but then that by using this saying herring, and I'm like, okay.
Okay. And then what do you eat?
I eat frogs and snails.
Okay, so frogs and snails, you can write your little thing off there. Okay. Frogs and snails, you can write after him, or you can have this one. Okay. Yep. So you can write what you consume. Now, where does the blackbird fit in?
I eat beetles and caterpillars.
Okay. So, from this, you would branch off up here because you are not consumed by anything. Who's not up here? Is everyone up here? Okay. What is your beetle? What do you eat? Okay, you can write that right there. And what do you eat?
I eat the snake and the
Okay, you can put right there. Okay, now these are two different webs that come from the same web. So this is all of them together. This is what, we made two separate webs, and here's the one web. Okay? This is how complicated it gets. But a single chain would be, for example, the bulrush, beetle, frog, and here. So there's multiple chains in one of the webs. You can take a seat now. Yep, you can put these back here. Okay. And what do you think they call, like, this consumer? Well, what would be good to go in front of this consumer? Do you think it'd be primary, secondary, tertiary? Okay. Exactly. It's tertiary because it is third from the producer. Everything goes from the producer. So the primary consumer would be beetle, and then the secondary would be frog, and then tertiary would be snake. Actually, this has the most energy, and that's why less and less energy goes to the top. So that's why, although lions are at the top of the food chain, they have to eat all the time, like constantly, because from what they get very little energy because they have to use so much energy. Okay, now, what I would like you to do is take an ecosystem that you can think of or from around and make your own chain or web. So, for example, if you did like the rainforest, you could do a leopard, and then what it eats, and then what the under it eats, like monkeys, or you could say the fruit. Producer would be a fruit tree, anything like that. So you can start from the top, or you can start from the bottom. And then you can hand these in when you're done.